for a little while now, and I just think it may take some time, but he's the guy that kind of makes this thing go. So he gives us the best chance to win, and we're going to work towards that end. Yeah, I'm not going to speak for Aaron, obviously, but no, I think obviously we got a really good team, and I do think he'll play for us again. No, we're not going to trade Aaron Rodgers.
That funeral look, he might be telling on himself. So, Acho, you think Aaron Rodgers is playing for Green Bay next year?
I love this topic. I love today's show. I love you.
Oh, finally. Take me out somewhere.
I'm in an emotional state.
Okay, let's go. I'll hug you.
Aaron Rodgers will not be playing for the Packers next year. Now, I'm going to propose something that is far-fetched, but I think there's a plausibility of it because Aaron Rodgers does not waste his own time. Why would Aaron Rodgers host Jeopardy this year? Aaron Rodgers would host Jeopardy this year if he knew before we knew, because he controls his life, that, wait a second, I don't want to play for Green Bay, but I don't have leverage unless I have options, because options give you leverage. So if I can find an option, then all of a sudden I now have leverage. Aaron Rodgers in true money would make $22 million this year. The hosting job for Jeopardy ranges anywhere from $10 to $20 million, depending on what websites you look at. So Aaron Rodgers would be losing anywhere from, I don't know, $2 to $12 million. But if you're Aaron Rodgers, you're probably commanding the higher end of a Jeopardy salary. So Aaron Rodgers now has leverage, because if Aaron Rodgers walks away from the Packers right now and says, I'm not going to play for y'all, he'll go take a $2 million loss. What kind of loss will the Packers take? Well, number one, they would lose games. That's the most important thing. Losing games means they will lose money. Not only will they lose games and lose money, but they will also lose out on first-round picks that they would acquire by trading Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Aaron Rodgers plays in Green Bay next year, because he has been moving these pieces far before we ever even realized a game was being played. When he took on that Jeopardy hosting job, he gave himself an option. That option gave himself leverage, and now Aaron Rodgers can call his own shot.
Man.
It's a chance. It's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance? No. There's not a chance in hell. Look, if Green Bay wants him to play somewhere else, he'll play somewhere else. But he only has leverage, not power. We'll get into that. Aaron Rodgers ain't going nowhere. You know, with my 25 LASIK vision, I can see Aaron Rodgers, and then I go like this. And I'll be like, Deshaun Watson, I'll be like this. Russell Wilson, I'll be like this. Aaron Rodgers, oh, y'all all the same. Spider-Man, me. All y'all stuck. Y'all ain't going nowhere. These teams are looking at y'all like, talk your talk. You can't walk your walk, because you can't. I have your rights. Now, you based it all on the premise that, why would you host Jeopardy? Rest in peace, Alex Trebek. Of course. That's why you hosted Jeopardy. Here's a better question. Why you host The Bachelor? What you trying to tell me? You try to walk out? Are you going to be here next year? You going to be on SFY now? No. Oh, there was an opportunity, right? Somebody got caught in some racial scandals and all this kind of crazy stuff. And then Acho came to say today, but Acho's still here, ain't he? And Rodgers still going to be in Green Bay, too. Damn it. Oh, I know you got Ellen on Monday. I'm catching these hints. Somebody invite me on the show so I can just mess it up for him. They were like, he works for him? Anyway, man, congratulations to you. Let's talk about leverage and power, why Aaron Rodgers is not going anywhere. And damn, if Aaron... let me breathe. Tom Brady got ran up out of New England. You could dress it up how you want, put lipstick on it, MAC makeup. Tom Brady wanted something in New England. They were like, we got this. We own this. We run this way. Tom Brady had a dip set, right? But he had to leave, not on his terms, on their terms, when their calendar suggested it was time for you to go. That's Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers a notch under that in terms of leverage in the league and with his organization. He's not going to leave on his own terms, not at all. Only when he gets the signature, the approval of Green Bay. And if you saw his general manager right there in that funeral suit, don't look like anytime soon he's going to give him that signature. Aaron Rodgers is what those grocery store, like, shopping shows do. You ever seen those? I think one of our...
Supermarket Sweep?
Yeah, like that.
Used to go crazy.
They used to go crazy, right? Hey, I can host one of them. I ain't going to lie. I like to eat. All right, here you go. And this is what it is. This is Aaron Rodgers right now. They gave him a grocery cart. And they said, you got 1 minute to grab everything you can. Go, Aaron Rodgers. Y'all drafted Jordan Love. Stupid. Oh, y'all trying to take power away from me and calling all the plays. Oh, you try to rework my contract, but all it was an incentive to get rid of me faster. Super Bowl MVP, all this. Come on. And then guess what happens? They say, how much you got in there? And he got all these complaints, all these issues. He pours them out, right? And then you take a look around. There's more in the store than in that cart. You know what the store is? The Green Bay Packers organization just giggling. Like, Aaron Rodgers, I don't care what you have in terms of issues in that cart. It ain't greater than what we have in terms of leverage and power over you.
We could do an hour on this topic because I'm about to come and try to give you a real body blow right here. I ain't going to go for the jabs. You're leaving your ribs open. I'm coming for a body shot, Sel. Let's go back to the locker room. I'm going to take y'all there with us.
All right.
There are periods of time in your career, typically later in your career, but probably as soon as year 4, year 5, when you start having these conversations with your locker neighbors. Hey, big dog, how much will somebody have to pay you to stop playing right now?
Oh!
Like I vividly remember having this conversation with my locker neighbor, Chris Marigos. He was a phenomenal special teams player. And we would always rap like, hey, bro, like, okay, you're on a $3 million deal. Like, how much would somebody have to pay you to retire right now? And after a hard day at practice, knees hurt, shoulders hurt, we'd be like, man, if somebody would guarantee me like $2 million, bro, I promise you I'd be there. Have you had these combos? You ready?
Yeah, every day.
So we all have been, if you played ball, we've all been there.
Yeah.
The dilemma that athletes have is we can't walk from the NFL to another profession and instantly make a lot of money. We just can't do it. So what do? We put our helmets back on and we trot back out on the field and we go back to tackling people and blocking people because we don't have another option. Russell Wilson, to my knowledge, doesn't have another option. I know he has a very famous baller wife. I know he got that.
You got that.
Deshaun Watson, he didn't have another option to our knowledge. And obviously, this was all prior to all the off-the-field incidents. He didn't have another option. But Aaron Rodgers is like, wait a second, Marcellus Wiley.
I'm listening.
Wait a second, Green Bay Packers. I understand big bank take little bank, but ain't nobody going to take my bank. Because I'm going to go back to Jeopardy. You feel me? Like, I understand, yo.
Okay.
Big bank take little bank, but ain't nobody taking my bank. Because Jeopardy's still going to be filling into and direct depositing me. I'm telling you, sir, you were exactly right about Russ. You were exactly right about Deshaun. But what's the difference? Aaron Rodgers can actually waltz away from $22 million, waltz into $20 million, and be like, all right, Packers, what y'all gonna do? Play with Jordan Love. But more importantly, you could trade me, get money, get picks for me, and y'all win too. I'm interested. I'm interested in your take, but I'm interested in how this plays out.
I'm in shock. You hit me so hard, like I don't feel the pain yet, but I know it's coming. Like some signals are traveling to my brain right now. You cheated right now. My mama got in trouble doing this one time. My mama, long story short, my mama took it to another level. I didn't know you were gonna do this. What? I'm gonna tell my mama story one day. We ain't got the time for that. All right. I said an answer to this question. Rodgers is playing for Green Bay next year. I'm assuming he's playing. You said he gonna tap out and he's gone. Now, in that scenario, I think Acho leading this race right now. That's a hell of a conversation and a hell of a way to look at it, and I agree with you. But let's bring it back to the least.
Yes, sir.
This vacuum.
Yes, sir.
Aaron Rodgers, will he play? He has to play football next year. You say in fall. Is he in Green Bay or is he on another team? Because I just took it there. Me and you fighting in Denny's after the club. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that too many times too. Damn, it's a glam slam. Why y'all fighting? Anyway, we fighting. You grab a ketchup bottle. You took it to another level. I wasn't trying to fight like that, Acho. I was just trying to impress that girl. So what are you doing?
If Aaron Rodgers is playing football next year and does not use the Jeopardy leverage, I'm with you. He plays for the Packers.
Okay.
Like, if he doesn't use the big joker, if he doesn't use the draw four, if he doesn't use whatever that trump card is, you're exactly right, because ultimately he has no leverage. Athletes don't have any leverage besides saying, I want to be traded, trade me. That don't do nothing. But it's all about money. And it's all about, I'm time. Oh, I wish we had
I know, I couldn't tell my mom story either.
But I do it like this, Sel. If you're going to go somewhere else, you have to be willing to leave. I came here from another network. You came here from another network. I'm sure the other network was like, hey, Marcellus, we can still do X for you. We can still do Y for you. We can do Z for you. But at the end of the day, if you're willing to leave and you leave, you Gucci. If Aaron Rodgers is willing to